Good evening. I would be the token non-journalist, non-labor leader, non-academic presenter this evening. I am part of KPS Capital Partners, and my partners and I are very proud to have been involved as sponsors of the Hillman Foundation Prizes for now over 10 years. We are amazed at how this event has grown. Over that time, it started, I went to the street around 15th Street, and we moved into this amazing space right now. And we managed to, I think, great credit to Bruce and Alexandra, grow without losing any of the sincerity and the importance and the gravity of what's done through the Hillman Foundation. The vibrancy and relevance of the awards, I think, is due in great part to the excellent and tireless leadership of Bruce and Alexandra, so thank you guys very much. Also to the esteemed panel of judges who dedicate so much of their time and great wisdom to the difficult task of choosing the night's winners. Thank you all for making this such a special event. Now on to the Hillman Prize for Photojournalism. The Dallas Morning News conducted a journalistic investigation of the University of Texas Southwestern Medical Center and Parkland Memorial Hospital after learning about several lawsuits against the institutions. They found out that residents and interns without proper training and supervision were delivering patient care for the poor and uninsured at these facilities. In one case, a resident surgeon severed a patient's common bile duct during gallbladder surgery. In another, a longtime Parkland employee, Jessie Mae Ned, had to have her leg amputated after botched knee surgery and lack of sufficient follow-up care. The paper's investigation revealed that few of the preventable injuries at these institutions are investigated, and the victim's legal recourse is limited by the state's medical malpractice damage limits. The team collected thousands of pages of hospital and medical records, proceeding despite resistance from hospital officials who prohibited employees from speaking to reporters. The Dallas Morning News filed 4 lawsuits in state court to gather public information from the hospital and medical center. As a result of their work, a hospital accreditation agency is investigating a case of patient harm chronicled in the series. The Justice Department relaunched an investigation into Parkland Memorial after they uncovered an internal document estimating that the hospital owed $50 million to the federal government for overcharging Medicare. The Dallas County Commissioner's Court is replacing several members of Parkland's Board of Directors. Employing both still photography and video, staff photojournalist Mona Reeder put together an impressive oral and visual portrait of Jessie Mae Ned. Please welcome Mona Reeder to the stage to accept the 2011 Hillman Award for Photojournalism.
So much of the credit needs to go to the reporters on this story. We truly were a great team, and I kind of came in sort of skeptical about my ability to pull this one off. And Jessie Mae is the one who convinced me that it had to be done. The ruin of Jessie Mae Ned was one of those stories that I was too busy to get involved with originally. I was already working on another long-term project and working on an MFA in documentary film. That's my plan B in case the bottom dropped out of the newspapers. And so I was pretty busy. And I was reluctant because I'd been to Haiti, and it was the year of Haiti and all of those heartbreaking stories and heartbreaking amputees. And I just didn't know if I could do another amputee story. I thought that this piece would get lost in the shuffle. But it was after talking with Jessie, it was one of those stories I couldn't ignore because she was being ignored by everyone. And every one of those people were wishing and hoping and working hard to make her go away and make her story go away. They were banking on Jessie Mae getting lost in the shuffle, and that really hit a nerve with me, and I got angry. What struck me during our first conversation was her continued and unfailing belief that eventually Parkland Hospital would do the right thing and take care of her, despite all evidence to the contrary. After working at Parkland for nearly 3 decades, she just needed a knee replacement. She believed the doctor when he said he would take care of her, and when he didn't, when she ended up an amputee, she believed the hospital administrator when he said they would take care of her. But they didn't. And an unsupervised medical student performed the surgery and failed to follow up. Not a single attorney offered to take her case because of the judgment caps in Texas, another government treat about Texas. There's a lot of them. This hospital, which loudly proclaims its devotion to the indigent of Dallas County, couldn't be bothered to take care of one of its own. They shoved her out the door on disability, less than $500 a month, about $670 counting food stamps. And while we were working on the story, they threw up all kinds of roadblocks. They denied us access. They hired armies of lawyers. They called their senators, congressional representatives, and they pulled their advertising from the Dallas Morning News. And our publisher still stuck with us. Thank you. They eventually issued Jessie a check for $18,000 and agreed to provide a medical retirement of roughly $1,500 a month. But she's still waiting on an apology, and she's still waiting on answers. So I want to thank the judges and the Hillman Foundation for not ignoring this story, for not letting it get lost in the shuffle. Thank you so much.